Part 1. The Essence of Having Purpose. Produced by Black Bottom James at BKK Productions. Theme: Jesus is real. When someone tells a joke, sometimes the funniest lines are in the details, from providing an explanation or adding flavor to the joke before entering the punchline. The best joke uses these details in building the joke before releasing its intended impact statement. It is the same with life, in the details of all the preparation and training and trials, as life shapes and molds your personality and character, completing or dispersing but identifying weaknesses with total identification of who you were meant to be. It is a lifelong process of Jesus taking all events of the life, placing them in the perfect location in the body and mind in your entire life, and using this sculptor he has created into this person, which is now you. The virtuous, immoral, and the atrocious are gracefully tooled, grinded and stamped, identifying the weaknesses and strengths which, having provided distinguishable traits, now determine it, and capturing the essence and purpose of your designation. Not one life is ready for designation from the beginning. It takes events and occurrences of the life in establishing and building a foundation or platform, going through the anguish, elations, and challenges, enhancing the integrity of your foundation as the build continues, and defining all you were meant to be and completing your purpose. Jesus uses all the events sustaining your maturation and defining your traits and abilities. Things we never considered viable or important were there for a reason, without our awareness, but were innate and essential characteristics. All incidents and events were used in consideration for the things needed in your life, used for the good. There were no wasteful events, all were there for a specific and divine reason to enhance and shape your being and defining you. All the places you lived, the interaction with so many different people placed in your lane of interaction, the jobs having engaged, all were there for a reason in enhancing your development, giving you direction, and establishing your purpose. These are the same process and procedures used in construction and characterization of all things. This is the most complex and multifarious human components used for manipulation, measurements, and combination of all things and their interaction into making a meaningful and useful existence. It uses all your yearnings, appreciation, assets, and liabilities in compilation of a man fabricating his environment into a breeding ground of success, achievements, and realizations, and controlling and domination of their environment for the greatest achievements presented for all humanity. Sometimes, whenever your world is small, confining, constraining, and restricting, not allowing a vision of peace and contentment, due to the circumstances of present events or tomorrow's probabilities, just leave, forgetting all your worries and problems, applying your thoughts to the larger picture of the universe, envisioning your next life embraced in perfect truth, freedom, love, and beauty, without restrictions, leaving all traces of this present life behind and forgotten. This application will allow your focus on perfection. We can't live perfect, but sometimes envision it, concluding its mysteries and variables and detailing an existence based upon a vision of perfection. We can't live it, yet we can perceive the resulting guidelines. We are only in this life for such a brief period of time, permitting time to reflect on the upcoming life far beyond any problems facing our future or present concerns, which are stressful and searing and tearing at every organ of our structure, sometimes without relief of concerns keeping us from obtaining the ambitions we seek or just making it through another day or hour. Release yourself and let all your concerns carried with the wind, opening the door to another pathway to the Creator, acknowledging the freedom you require in meeting all your requirements, expressed specifically for you, permitting it to be your creative tunnel addressing perfection, yet unable to achieve but aligned in the correct position. The truth will always be viable and prevalent, but More importantly, for man, it requires acknowledgement and acceptance. Most people are aware of the truth, but there is a cognizant refusal of acceptance, retaining them in an episode of unproductive inefficiency and confusion, abstaining from their purpose. There is a profound difference in ignorance and obliviousness compared to denial and repudiation. The latter is an observed, protracted acknowledgement of a lie, with the former being a lessor inhibitor, only due to not knowing, which is so much easier to resolve and remedy. However, for many, denial is a decision placing them in circles of perplexity or in closes of erroneousness, displaying arrogance, condescension, and pretentiousness, with these being the traits of self-infused power and unannounced fears. All things described in physical appearance are relevant and applicable to your character and personality, defining you. All things, all physical attributes, body frame, design, size of feet, head, facial features, fingers and hands, and other personal extremities are there for a purpose, adding detailing of all physical and emotional features or traits, expressing and delineating a nexus portraying this person, an unfinished product attempting in building a persona named you. Every part of your physical being constructs an emotional landscape of its entirety, expressing and conveying this sculpture of physical and emotional traits of you, when conformed to the outline foundation of detailed instructions nearing perfection in its conclusion. It is a complete, artistic, poignant, illustrative depiction of original intent. We are all instruments of the Creator, being long, tall, and thin, short, chubby, and small, or any variety of his choosing, in suiting many derivatives for the mission objectives and meeting the needs and requirements of your existence. Each string of your DNA is tuned to the perfect frequency for compiling, dispersing, and distribution of the perfect tones and vibes and frequency modulations, providing the perfect sound for your resolution. There are no two beings of your exactness and meticulousness in providing the essentials of this diluted form of perfection for the existence plan for life on this planet, at this specific time. We were all placed at a precise date and hour of this era in time. Existence in another prescribed time would be an inaccuracy or mistake with placement in an existence of inexactness, erroneous and ambiguous reality, failing to reveal and discover your distinctive uniqueness. Every person born was placed in an era or epoch of their designation. No person not meant to be born was born, and every person born had a correct destination, purpose, and end date. There were no mistakes nor errors. We have been displaced in an era of time profoundly suited, matched, and coordinated. We have been given precise skills, proficiencies, and competences in order for us to be our best, or prescribed for a particular service or assistance. The skills you possess are an identification of you. People might have realignments or repositioning for many reasons. However, there's one ability in which your talents exceed all others, making these fortes a greater success and fulfillment of joy and elation than any other. With other abilities, there are many reasons in developing other abilities, and they may be enjoyable, yet one will exude more happiness and delight in the exploitation and utilization than all others of your experience.